Hey, everybody, welcome to WCAX. This is our live desk streaming show that kicks off every day at 9:15. We actually have a WCAX alum
Wow,
here.
big words.
Dom headed up this thing before my time. So, Dom, good to see you back here.
Thank you.
And good to see you back reporting as well. I know yesterday,
Yeah.
a little story on changing correctional practices, how Vermont's DOC is kind of going more of a holistic approach. Let's just dive right into that. They're partnering with a nonprofit, is it, Chicago Beyond,
Yep.
right? Kind of just dive into that. How is this changing from, their usual, what they're doing there?
Yeah, so, I spoke with Commissioner Nick Demmel about how, he connected with the Chicago Beyond, which is a group, I believe they're based in Chicago, but a national group. They do a lot of different work in prisons and just in general, sort of addressing inequity in society and just trying to better connect communities. The woman I spoke with yesterday, she had really high praises for the commissioner, saying that he has done a lot for the correctional system here in Vermont. He hasn't been commissioner for quite, not a super long time. And she says, she called him a transformational leader. So certainly interesting.
High praise, too.
Definitely.
And, we're not the only state doing this as well. What are those other ones?
So there's Arizona and Hawaii that are embarking on this new sort of framework that they're laying out for prison systems, where they're really trying to promote wellness across various sectors of the justice system, which is an interesting, term that they used wellness, they used holistic, and I had sort of asked, what does that mean? It's such it's almost like
getting past on a buzzword.
Yeah, it's definitely the buzzword. So, the wellness is really just the day-to-day experience.
Yeah.
How are the people who work, are the corrections officers and those who are incarcerated, how are they working and living every day, and how can they improve that, which was a big part of their goal. They know that if people feel more comfortable and people are, feeling safer, then, they'll feel safer psychologically and physically.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess as far as next step goes, how is this, or how do they see this program transforming, or how does it march on in the future?
So they've it's small steps. They sort of I build it. I think we'll watch my story in a few seconds here, but these small changes that can make a big impact. Just even some of them, they had removed the barrier between incarcerated people and their visitors.
Right.
And Chicago Beyond was saying that it's so powerful just to have that physical touch, to have an incarcerated person be able to just touch, their loved one or their child even. It means a lot for that person, and it means a lot for the staff who are there, because they feel that connection. It's a brighter sort of just feeling in the air, and I think they're trying to take these small steps. Another part that they had mentioned, and it's kind of the basis of my story, is these conversations that DOC is having with their staff and with incarcerated people, asking them what should getting their input. And the woman I spoke with said that's unheard of. Like, it's not often that administrators ask inmates what's working and what's not working. So she had said that that's completely unheard of, completely transformational, and just allowing them to voice their concerns and their frustrations has should create a huge impact.
Yeah, well, definitely. I'm definitely eager to see where this goes and how it pans out for the future. But, but it's definitely an interesting program.
It is certainly something, and it's all part of the corrections department has I believe it's like a 10-year plan, or it's by 2030 they're trying to achieve all these different goals, and this seems to kind of hit the nail right on the head with exactly what they're looking to do, what they're trying to do. It was interesting. It's not the biggest changes, it's not the biggest news, but it's these small changes, and
like a small positive to someone's day, whether working in the prison or they're incarcerated. It's definitely a big thing. So thanks for shedding some light on this, and of course we'll pull it up in just a sec.
Okay.
And, it's good to see you.
Great. Nice to see you.
Back
Thank
in the
you, John.
saddle.
I
It's
appreciate.
crazy.
Yes. No. You've taken the reins of this, and it's been a good time.
Yeah.
So.
Great. All right, we'll pull this up.
The national philanthropic organization Chicago Beyond wants to transform correctional practices. They've partnered with 3 state prison systems to introduce what they call holistic safety measures. Facilities in Arizona, Hawaii, and Vermont are first in this national effort.
And so our goal has been for a long time to try to increase and promote the wellness of the individuals who both live and work in our correctional system.
And a new partnership is setting the foundation for change. Vermont Corrections Commissioner Nick Demmel said he met with Chicago Beyond after hearing about the work they were doing to challenge the status quo in corrections.
They're finding really practical ways to help us achieve these wellness goals.
Wellness meaning the day-to-day experience of corrections officers and inmates. Demmel says communication between administrators, those corrections officers, and inmates is key.
And I think that human-centered approach, the ability to really hear from the folks most affected by the problem, was a great foundational start.
It may seem small, but in the world of corrections, it's almost unheard of.
Nika Jones-Tapia is part of the team at Chicago Beyond. Their work inside correctional facilities is focused on more engagement between administration, staff, and inmates, as well as improving psychological safety for both groups.
And so just by having those conversations, it's opening up the lines of communication in a way that the staff and people incarcerated feel valued.
Small changes include removing barriers between inmates and their visitors and to reduce isolation, getting more incarcerated people into recreation. For staff, addressing the trauma of working behind bars is a major focus.
So it's small changes like that actually can have a pretty big ripple effect through our system.
All of these changes are also a major part of the Vermont Department of Corrections Roadmap to 2030 plan, addressing things like staffing modernization, creating a more just system, as well as health and wellness. Reporting in the newsroom, Dom Amato, Channel 3 News.
A great story there from Dom Amato. Of course, you can read that on our website, WCAX.com. And quick wardrobe change there. That was from last night. But Peter, speaking of wardrobe change.
Yeah.
No quarter zip memo today, huh?
Yeah, the quarter zip is on because it is cool out there. As a matter of fact, I went out there just a little bit ago to grab breakfast, and oh my gosh, it's cool out there.
It's like cold rain too,
yeah.
here.
Yeah, the rain, the good news is kind of letting up here in the Champlain Valley, and for the most part, that'll be the trend here as we head through the rest of the day today, but it's going to be a gray, kind of cloudy, cool day out there. Here is the view on satellite and radar right now. Again, you can see those rain showers gradually moving off to the east. The steadier rain that was in New York's North Country, the Champlain Valley, earlier this morning, now pushing off into the Northeast Kingdom as well as into northern New Hampshire. Still hanging on to a few light rain or a few rain showers across the southern half of the area as well. Generally, the steadiest of the rain basically now behind us, but we are a bit drier here as we head through the afternoon and evening hours today. Temperatures out there right now, 40s and low to mid 50s, so definitely a chillier start to our Wednesday morning out there. Here's how the rest of the day shapes up. Again, the steadier rain showers gradually pushing off to the east. Still the chance at a few hit-or-miss rain showers here through the second half of the day today, but otherwise a pretty gray, cloudy, cool day out there. More steadier, heavier rain begins to make its arrival here as we head into the overnight hours tonight. Here is midnight. You can start to see some of those steadier rain showers out there. Steadier rain sticks around here right through the Thursday morning commute. Thursday lunchtime, still talking about some steadier rain showers. These will gradually begin to wrap up here as we head towards Thursday evening and Thursday night. By about 7 p.m., the last of the rain now starting to make its departure across the eastern half of the area. Those skies clearing will set us up for a pretty nice Friday. As a matter of fact, I think for most of us on Friday, we're going to be talking about a decent amount of sunshine out there. In terms of additional rainfall here for the day today, again, for most of us, it's very little to nothing here as we head through the rest of the afternoon hours today. But take a look at what happens here as we tack on tomorrow's rain totals. I think a lot of us could be talking about 1 to even 2 inches of rain here by the time we're all said and done as we head towards Friday morning. Friday, when we get the sunshine back, that's also when we'll start to warm things up just a bit. Today, though, definitely a cooler day out there. Temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s. I think all of us back into the 60s here for Thursday and Friday. Then as we head into the upcoming weekend, we'll keep that sunshine going. Temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s here for Saturday and Sunday. First, your forecast here for the rest of the day today. We'll talk temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s out there. Cloudy skies overhead again, still a few scattered on and off rain showers here as we head through the course of the day today. Tonight, overnight lows, they'll really not going to fall back all that much. Most of us generally in the mid to upper 50s here come daybreak tomorrow morning. Again, rain and rain heavy at times here as we head through the course of the night tonight. Into your day on Thursday. Most of us a few degrees warmer come tomorrow afternoon, but again, I think that rain steadier here, especially as we head through the first half of the day for your day on Thursday. And yeah, it could really begin to add up in some communities. Some places could be talking about 1 to 2 inches of new rain by the time we're all said and done, as I mentioned. Friday, we get the sunshine back. We'll keep that sunshine going for Saturday and Sunday, as well as into the start of next week. Temperatures climbing back through the 60s towards the lower 70s, and hard to believe it, but John, now we officially have October 1st on the 7-day forecast for Tuesday.
I'm not really ready for it. I will say, Peter, it was a lovely day yesterday.
Yeah.
Colder, weather outside
Yeah.
for a run. I was gangly and uncoordinated in high school, so I ran cross country. So it was a great reminder of that.
Oh my gosh.
But I love this kind of weather, especially as you kind of get more of a gentler fall.
Yeah. That the gentle fall is definitely how it's been so far. We've been pretty darn warm.
Yeah, but it's been good.
Yeah.
So maybe today, just I don't know, hang out.
Yeah, I think I said earlier on the morning show to you and Alyssa that today and tomorrow were the hibernation days.
Yeah, I gotta do a ton of laundry. I'm down to like a few clean shirts.
That was me yesterday.
Dry cleaning, I got dry cleaning done, and it's like it's a big catch up day.
Today's the day. Yeah.
Anyway, on that really fun note, that's it for WCAX.
Yep.
Of course, you can see Peter and I, Channel 3 News at noon. You can see all of our content at WCAX.com, and of course all of our evening shows throughout the rest of the day into tonight. But that in mind, you got to start your day and get into it. So.